This is a time when abundance is potent in all areas of your life. Money, career, love, friends, family, etc. Today you will be shown how you can open to let this energy in ASAP. On this episode, number 21 of Sit With Me, STEAM Intuitive Therapy, with me, your favorite light worker, Amina Hextall Suma. Hey y'all, I want to come in really quick because I've been trying to really cut down these Sit With Me sessions, but y'all guides, my guides, they just direct the flow and I just go with it. So this is my quick appearance today with the 5 tips to open to receive abundance. Because the time is potent, y'all. It's a really good energy now to manifest all you desire. Number 1, gratitude. Get in the habit of focusing on what you have, not worrying if you'll be disappointed, because that's the challenge, is that you're worrying if you have high expectations, you're going to be disappointed. And in that expectation, you attract any disappointment. So get rid of that worry. Just be grateful for what you have already. You have this life. You're here. You're able to think for yourself, function in some way. You're breathing. Be grateful. 2, believe. Believe. If you believe, then in your heart you'll know that no one can change the path that you must go. Believe what you feel and know you're right, because the time will come around. Listen to the song Believe today, y'all. It'll inspire you. Even though it's from The Wiz and it's singing about believing you can go home, but what it's really singing about is believing. Believing is what gets the universe in motion for you. So number 2, I didn't mean to dwell there so long. I'm sorry. Know with all of your being that you deserve all you desire. And get rid of the need to see in order to believe. That's the problem. That's the challenge. If you can stop needing to see something manifest first and go back to number 1, see what has already manifested, be grateful for that, and believe because you've done it before. You've been successful before. You've gotten over challenges before, that you can do it again. Why not? Number 3, trust. Trust that you're protected. Trust that you're being guided, because you are. Just trust. And don't feel like you're being humble if you don't make moves when you're inspired to, or in the ways people expect you to. Get out of the way and just trust. Okay? When you're inspired to do something, do it. Take action. And that's it. You're protected. You are guided. Repeat, I am protected. I am guided. Let's move on to number 4. Be still. Know when to be still. Meditate. Breathe. Know when to pull back your energy a little bit. Conserve your energy a little bit. Don't be like me. Yo, I had burnout the day before I did this. Like burnout where I felt like I could not get out of the bed. And it was like half depression, but it felt more like energy ghosted on me. And I had just finished talking to one of my brothers who said he had been feeling the same way for the last couple of months. And I don't know what's going on, y'all. But that means it's time to be still. That's why God is knocking us down. The divine is like, lay down for a minute, sit down for a minute, contemplate for a minute, rest for a minute, heal for a minute. Take whichever one resonates for you. Be still. And the only challenge to that is that we think that when we're doing nothing, we're not doing anything. And have you ever heard the saying, no answer is an answer? Every choice is an action. If you choose to be still, you are still doing. What you're doing is being still. Laying down, resting, meditating, whatever it is that brings you peace of mind. Listening to music. And number 5, affirm. In the STEAM, soul transforming energy and movement sense of the term affirm. Affirm, not in the way of repeat like a robot. No. Affirm, set the intention and claim it and feel it's already yours. That's affirm. That's an affirmation. Not just, I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I deserve the best, and the best is coming to me now. I am amazing. I am great. I will be rich. I will be prosperous. If you don't believe what you're saying, you can say it 100 billion times. And that's why ain't nothing happening. Nothing's manifesting. You have to believe it. You have to trust. You have to be still. You have to be grateful. Affirming gratitude. I have all that I need to succeed right now. I have all that I need to succeed right now. I'm not looking for nothing else. I don't have no need to grind. I have all that I need to succeed right now. And the only time you have a challenge to that is when you cannot fully accept your ability to co-create with the Creator. You do not truly believe yourself to be a child of the Most High. Once you've fully grasped that, watch the abundance of goodies come in. And that's what I got for you guys with the 5 tips. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of this episode. Peace and blessings, everybody. Light workers, soul lovers, rainbow crystal children, indigo souls, star seeds, ancestral dancers such as myself. Welcome to the guided visualization to help you call in the abundance that is rightfully yours and that is waiting
waiting for you to receive. Now, this guided visualization can be done with your eyes closed, seated, or you can follow the movements that I'm doing on the video that will also help you to open up your chakras so that they are activated and you are in the best vibration to attract in wealth and prosperity and abundance in all its forms. So let's first get grounded. You can close your eyes or you can follow the video on the screen. Take a deep breath in through your mouth and exhale through your mouth. And as you exhale, release any stress, any tension, any worry. Let it all go. Let's take another deep breath in through our mouths and start to feel the bottoms of our feet connecting to the earth, rooting like a tree. Exhale and feel anything that is toxic to your vibration going down your legs and out through the bottoms of your feet into Mama Earth to be transmuted into something beautiful. Take another deep breath in through your mouth. Taking in love and light. Feel it coming up your legs. Exhale and feel this light energy as it continues up your spine, up the back of your neck, to the top of your head. Take one more deep breath in through your mouth, filling your body up with light energy to the point where you feel as if you are glowing, because you are. Your aura is lit. Exhale through your mouth and feel yourself brightening. Feel your angelic guides, your ancestral guides. Feel the divine source energy pouring love unconditional into you through the top of your head, all the way down to your feet, where you are gathering and standing in the strong, solid, stable love of Mama Earth. Now continue to breathe through your mouth, finding your own rhythm in sync with the universe. These breaths are filling you up with new energy, new light. And every exhale is releasing more of what you don't need. And as you become lighter and lighter, you will notice each exhale actually creates an even brighter aura around your body. And you glow brighter. You feel warmth. You feel love, and you feel the support of your spiritual team, unseen and in the physical. Many of you forget to stop and breathe, and this is your time to stop and be focused on you. How can you serve you? How can you best care for you? How can you open to receive the love from you? Breathe through your nose, finding your own rhythm. In, feeling that air as it comes in your nose. And feeling it as it exits And as you breathe in and out, think of the alchemy that has taken place. All of your experiences have created your wisdom. They all have created who you are and where you are headed. So breathe and knowing that you are always on the right path, that you are always being guided. And all you have to do from time to time is get your vibration in alignment with your desires. That's all. And once you are matching the vibration, meaning you believe and feel with all of your being that what you want will be, you let it go and you let God and the universe of light beings take over and co-create with you to manifest your dreams and desires. Continue to breathe naturally in through your nose, nice and slow, big breaths, and exhale through your nose, slowly taking your time to feel the air coming in and out, realizing that you are a miracle. Just the way your body wakes up every morning, you don't have to think to breathe. You just do. You don't have to think, I'm going to wake up. Something wakes you up. If that is not something to be grateful for or in a state of gratitude for the rest of your life, I don't know what is, my light workers. Feel your ancestors helping you to remove any challenges to reaching your true potential. Feel them sending their love, their light, their encouragement. Know that they want you to receive the abundance that is your birthright. You're destined to be abundant. And as you breathe, visualize all the areas of your life that you are opening up right now to let abundance flow in. And breathe life into those areas. See them lighting up. Abundance in love. Love and support from friends, from family, from those like family. See an abundance in love coming in romance. Dreamy like romance that you read about or see in movies. It is yours. See it. Feel it. Believe it. Because that is how you claim it. See yourself opening up to receive an abundance of opportunities. Opportunities that get your career going, that get your passions going, that get you excited for each day. Opportunities that you will love, that will fill your cup with love and light and have you living your dream, your highest purpose. It's calling to you now. And you are ready to receive all the opportunities that it will bring to you in abundance. Oh, and an abundance of spiritual guidance and love, unseen beings and those in the physical, all coming to you when you need some extra guidance, some extra support, some courage and confidence. We have your back. Put your sword down and your shield. Rest, breathe, and allow your guides and those sent to you to cover you. And trust that you are highly favored and highly protected. If you are here breathing with this community right now, you are highly favored. Breathe into that. And highly protected to do the work you are called to do in this lifetime. Have no worries, have no fears. You have an abundance of support spiritually. You can visualize this support as angelic beings, ancestral forms, animal spirit guides, the divine's light shining down on you, your star ancestors calling you home for a visit. Just breathe into this abundance of spiritual growth, love, and awakening. You are never alone on your journey. Never. Breathe. And visualize wealth in the form of money, in the form of overflowing bank accounts. See yourself opening up to receive the prosperity that is yours, that is right there at your fingertips. All you have to do is believe it is yours. Know it is meant for you to be rich, to be wealthy, to have a great abundance of money so that you can not only do your service in the world, but also take care of you and yours. How can you be of service if you don't have money? It is not something light workers are meant to go without. It is but a challenge for us to remove ancestral beliefs that we will only reach a certain level of wealth. And it is our challenge to remove any guilt or shame from wanting to be rich. It is our birthright, and it is what will propel you even more into service. So, remove any shame about riches and wealth. You are going to be super rich. You are amazingly spiritually cleansed and wealthy. Your wealth is clean and bright and light. Your riches do wonders in the world. Your prosperity boosts you into your highest purpose and beyond. And you're able to do so much in this world. Breathe into that feeling of having more than enough. And now, open to receive. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. And exhale through your mouth, releasing any challenges, any thoughts, any bad habits, repetitive stories that are toxic that you're telling yourself that keeps you from the abundance of things that are waiting to come into your life right now. Take another deep breath in through your mouth, filling yourself up with light and love and support. Exhale through your mouth and release any fear that being abundant could bring you. Any worries, any guilt, any shame. It's not yours to carry. Let it go. Take another deep breath in through your mouth, filling yourself up with the love of the divine source energy. And exhale through your mouth, feeling yourself glow even brighter in that love and comforting light that is unconditionally loving you. Take one more deep breath in through your mouth. And this time as you exhale, let out a sigh of relief. Oh, all is well, all will be well, all is always well. Everything is always working out for me. Repeat. Everything is always working out for me. Repeat. Everything is always working out for me. One more time. Everything is always working out for me. And even when it's not, it is. Slowly return to the space you're in. Rub the tops of your legs. Start to move your feet. Stretch. Slowly open your eyes if you were seated with your eyes closed. If you were standing, take in one more deep breath through your mouth. And exhale, just releasing your love and light into the world. Place both hands on your heart, left over the right, over your heart chakra in the center of your chest. And say out loud, I love you. I thank you. I am grateful. Amen. Amin. Ashe. And it is so. So be it. Hey guys, welcome to the pick a card portion of today's Sit With Me therapy session. That didn't make sense what I just said, right? Because SIT stands for Steam Intuitive Therapy. I just said just Steam Intuitive Therapy session. Anyway, y'all know what I mean. So we got 3 piles here. This is a pretty quick read because the visualization was so much longer than I anticipated it was going to be, but we needed it. So let me tell you a little bit about this reading. Let me get my notebook, which should have already, oh, it is out. All right, so let me tell you about this read here. Today's pick-a-pout reading is going to be all about guidance towards being abundant. Okay, so we're going to take a look at abundance in money, abundance in relationships, abundance in difficult relationships, how you can flip them, how you can shift your energy so you can be more open to this abundance that's coming in. And then you're going to get some advice. So I don't want to hold things up any longer. I actually have another deck here that was not supposed to be a part of the reading, but Spirit kept saying it's supposed to be a part of the reading. So it's here now, and I'm trying to think of how I want to incorporate it. Perhaps I will pull a card from Awakening Your Highest Purpose, my homemade deck, right before or after your advice, okay? So let's get to it. Let's get into it with Amina, which is this channel. It's what we're all about. So pile number 1, you're represented by For This You Were Born. And this crystal ball. Pile number 2, you have Divine Drunkenness. And this seashell. And pile 3, your card says 10,000 angels. And is represented by this bumblebee. So cute. Okay. So take a deep breath in through your mouth. Taking in light and love, connecting to your guides and source energy. Exhale and release any tension, any stress, any worries. Allow yourself to be guided to the pile that has exactly what you need to hear today in it. And I'll be right back with pile number 1. Hey, pile 1. All right, so you were drawn to For This You Were Born. This is your advice card, so I will read into this card last. And the crystal ball. So my pile 1s, I am hearing you're intuitive, but I do feel you have been feeling unclear or foggy, or it's like they're showing me everything is clear. It's funny, my sister, I'm jumping thoughts. One of my sisters late night literally was in a video singing, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. That's literally what I hear for this pile, is that song. But you don't feel it. It's like Spirit is telling you, you can see clearly. Everything you're seeing, everything you're feeling, you're spot on. But there's something in you that is not confident. Something in you that doesn't trust what you're feeling. And so you're here today for some confirmation and clarity, which you are going to get. By the end of this read, you will be 100% clear as to how you can become abundant in all areas of your life. So let's start with, what is your challenge to being financially abundant right now? So this was reversed. We have Spirit relationships. When it's upright, your intuition, didn't I say y'all are intuitives? Your connection, the signs, inspiration, all of it you're receiving. But when it comes to reverse, it's saying you're blocked. You feel disconnected, burnt out, and scared. So my 1s, I do feel that perhaps you're having some fears rise around abundance. And maybe you're pushing and grinding and working and doing a lot in order to try to get some security. But in doing the most, you're disconnected now. You've blocked what was trying to come in, what was coming in very easily. And your fear that it's not coming in is cutting you off from it. So you're being told at this time, your challenge is your disconnect from your guides, your mistrust. You're not listening to your intuition and not peeping the signs that inspire you and following through. Okay. Also, I'm hearing for many of you, watch out for burnout. I literally had a burnout yesterday. I'm not gonna kid y'all. From before I read the day before I did this, I was burnt out. I felt like I was in the bed the entire day. I kept trying to push myself to get up and do things, but it seemed like my oldest was having to carry the entire day because I was just out of it. I did a couple of reads and then it was like I just felt overwhelmed. I didn't even want to, like, I didn't even have energy to talk to my husband and everything. I was just out of it. So don't push yourself to the point of burnout. Know that your abundance is there. It's ready for you. It's something that is yours. So it will come to you with ease. It's not something that you have to grind and force. In fact, it's going to come so easily. All you have to do is look for the signs. I hear that you're getting a lot of signs that spark your intuition and are inspiring you to make certain moves, to take certain action. Follow that inspiration, my ones. What else we have for you? And see the humor coming through reversed, but I'll show it upright. So when you're seeing the humor in a good way, you have levity, perspective, wisdom, and you are playful. But reverse, you're too serious. Your perspective needs to shift because maybe you're seeing things from a negative angle and it could have you in a very grumpy energy. So my ones, it is confirming that you are disconnected from your guides, that you are pushing, that you are forgetting to make time for fun and so focused on trying to, I guess because you're scared, so focused on trying to accumulate an abundance of, it feels like financial wealth, that you're not realizing it's putting you in a negative vibration of lack. It's putting you in a vibration that makes you a little grumpy and easily upset. So you want to make sure you're watching your energy, your attitude. Whenever you're pushing and pushing and pushing and you're becoming overwhelmed, you're going to become grumpy. You're going to be in an energy where people are going to feel like, oh my God, like his or her mood is crappy for no reason. But there is a reason. It's because you feel drained. So you're being asked to shift your perspective. If you want to be more financially abundant, let's flip these around. You have to trust the signs that you're getting. You have to trust your intuition. You have to take inspired action where you feel inspired to do so. You have to shift your perspective and start to have a little bit more fun. See the fun in life and let go of the seriousness. Your wisdom will carry you. You don't have to push anything. Okay, you are being guided at this time. And as long as you're able to relax, wait for the signs, listen to your intuition, and have fun at the same time and lighten up a bit, your financial abundance will start to come in. I feel like even some of you may find that your financial abundance comes in through lottery. I don't know why this made me think of a pool table and games and gambling. I see many of you going through a huge transformation from where you were not financially abundant. It's like you're completely shifting. You're going to be shifting out of an energy of, and even here, they're getting a read. And it's funny, there's the crystal ball. Ain't that some shit? You got the crystal ball and the crystal ball for your pal. So I am feeling that this reading is meant. This is something that you need for your next push to shift your perspective. And also, it's a bit of fun. Getting readings are fun too. Tapping into your ancestors, to your guides, is a fun energy. Spend some time out in nature talking to your guides. Um, Maybe you need to get yourself some cards and begin to tap in and connect to your guides. Many of you are meant to be seers and do readings as well. If you felt called in that direction, get into my certification course. It is thorough. Like you will be out of that course. You will leave that course saying, well, shoot, I have to be in that course for another 7 months because there's so much information that I give. But anyway, for many of you, your financial abundance your challenge will be removed once you stop pushing to the point of burnout, when you release the fear that your guides are not guiding you, and they are, and you start to have some fun. You need to be a little bit more playful. Do the things that are fun for you. That's where your money will come in. If you're doing work and you're going, I'm doing this because it's going to make me money, I'm doing this because it brings in financial security, you're not going to be happy there. If you want happiness and financial security, you have to, as a light worker, be in a line of work that you enjoy. Okay, if you don't enjoy it, you will find there will be issues no matter what you try to do in that workplace for you and with your money. Now let's keep looking. What challenges some of your elevating relationships coming in? What challenges relationships? And I mean ones that aren't toxic, like love relationships, friendships. What is the challenge that perhaps you face? Perception, and you have perspective here. It's all about how you view things, okay? The challenge to a lot of your relationships is your mindset. You are very intuitive, so you do feel things, and when you feel something, a lot of times I feel like you don't trust your gut. And it might get you into relationships that you knew weren't so good for you, but something in you did and went in that direction anyway. Maybe it felt like it was a secure relationship financially, and you've always been with people who lacked. Maybe it felt secure emotionally, and you've always been with people who were emotionally blocked. Whatever the case may be, you have to shift how you look at your relationships in order for them to shift how they're coming in. All right. And it may be someone around you too. You might keep a lot of people around you that are no good. When you get perception, it says beware. Someone you are attracted to has a tendency to use others to fill their own void. Now, this could be a friend, or this could be someone you are in a love relationship with. It could even be a family member. We are talking about relationships. You have people around you who only perceive you as someone they can go to when they need, okay? When they feel empty, you know, when they have problems, and then they pull you into their problems, and you make their problems yours. You're being told to use your intuition and trust your natural instincts. That's crazy that you have intuition, perspective, and they're all coming through again through this card. All right. So, valuable lessons are going to be derived from your relationships. Okay. But and one of your main lessons is going to be that taking on anybody's emotional baggage does not help them. So you have to use your intuition and know how to keep your energy protected, all right, so that you don't end up carrying the sorrows and the pains of someone else. So I will tell you this. One of the challenges is how you're perceived. A lot of people around you perceive you as someone who is spiritually in tuned, someone who is wise, and they put a lot of their energy when they are in need of support or a void filled within them. They pull from your energy. You have to be careful of that. That's going to be a challenge with you with letting in good relationships, is that you allow in those that are needy rather than those that there is a balance give and take with. And you have acceptance. So I do think another one of your issues, or challenges rather, with relationships is going to be accepting that certain things are as they are, that certain people are as they are, and you cannot change or help everyone. Just being in their energy may be all that's needed to help them. So, acceptance is the key word for you at this moment. You have the power to heal and bring balance to an area of your life that is causing you concerns by accepting things as they are. That is your relationships. Perhaps your relationships with family members is a little, yeah. Perhaps your relationship with your friend circle is like, maybe you're attracting in love relationships that you are having trouble accepting the people that come to you as they are. And they're letting you know that you have the power to heal and bring balance to this area of your life. All right. But that starts with you accepting that some people are who they are and you are who you are. And you have the power to change you, but you don't have the power to change everyone else. All right. So don't try to change others. Focus instead on what you have the power to do. And you have power over the way you react to the events in your life. All right. That's all you need to worry about. There's no point worrying about something if worrying about it will make no difference. Okay? Believe that the forces of life are with you, not against you. And that's what may have caused this disconnect here. Maybe through some of your struggle, some of your times of feeling very rock bottomish, you disconnected or you felt disconnected. And they're letting you know that you were never alone. Okay? Make the most of what you have instead of wishing you had more. However, acceptance doesn't mean that you need to give up on your dreams, hopes, or aspirations. Just know that there is a higher purpose to things and trust that all will work out for your highest good and for the highest good of all concerned. Okay? What other challenge? Oh, well, those were the two challenges for your friendships and relationships. How you perceive them and how much you are willing to accept and how they perceive you. Okay? So, number one thing I'm hearing is, yeah, accept those that are drawn to you as they are, but also realize that you have to protect your energy, and anyone who just perceives you as someone that can help them, someone they can just be in your energy and revive themselves from, giving nothing back to you. They just come around when they're down. Those are those people. Or they come around when they're feeling low, low vibe. And then after they've been in your energy, you feel low vibe and they're good now. Those are the people you have to start to accept that you cannot change, that they are not willing to change, and you have to move forward. Okay? So, how can you quickly shift the energy around? Let me see what you say. Oh, around your career and your money. Well, you got a little bit of an idea how to shift the energy around money. Let's see, with career, you have ending a trauma, transform memories and symptoms. And this to me is so blatantly straightforward. If you want to quickly shift the energy around your career and money, you have to let go of the past. There may be memories in your past of failing at something, which you consider to be a failure. Um, Being involved in something that you loved, but it didn't feel so good. Um, Having an experience with poverty that you just can't let go of. It's time for you to end the trauma. So there may be a lot, not even maybe, there's definitely need for you to do some inner child healing when it comes to lack. All right, my power ones. The main thing I'm feeling for you guys to shift your energy and open up to receive the abundance that is so rightfully yours. And here is you have to release something that happened that caused you to perceive things a certain way. Maybe you don't feel that you can get but so far financially because people in your family have not gotten far. Maybe they've told you you got to work real hard and this is why you push until you're burnt out. Maybe you lose faith in your guides because you come from a Christian background and maybe you were taught that when people die they're dead and you should not be calling on ancestors, and so you question some of your ways and your beliefs and you ignore the connection you have to spirit. Whatever the case may be, you have to transform memories and symptoms, and that is how you will end whatever this traumatic experience is that seems to be sitting in your energy. Now, I want to give you the mantra with the card. Okay. It says, I will detach from being traumatized or wounded. I will release those memories and replace them with feelings of unconditional love. I am confident in my ability to process my memories and symptoms and to thrive. I love that. So don't let your thoughts get in the way, all right? Don't believe these past ideas about your financial state or your career. Don't let them guide your behavior and what you're going to do next. Know that there is support all around you. And I do feel for this pal, you're also a creative group here. Okay, creativity is a way for you to express your feelings in a positive and innovative way. So start getting yourself into uplifting activities. These things will improve your mood and help you to rebuild your finances because in your career. Because once you're doing something that it uplifts you, that you feel good doing, and you don't have to worry about anyone else's opinion about it. You don't have to worry about whether you're making a lot of money or not from it. You're doing it because it makes you feel good. That starts to transform certain ideals you told yourself you had to believe. Like, if you're having fun doing something that's not hard work, you're not going to make a lot of money. Or if you are just doing things that are creative, there's no money in that, and that's bullshit. I'm going to tell you that now, and I want to help you in ending the trauma. What you dream, what you want to do, you can do it. And I know you be hearing that all the time, and you're like, all right, so show me how. You're getting shown how. My power ones, listen to your intuition. You're getting a lot of signs. Even coming for this reading today with this crystal ball here, they're letting you know this is what you needed to hear. Shift how you look at things. Shift your perspective. Stop pushing so hard to be productive and have productive fun. Do what you enjoy. Very deep, ending a trauma. Transform memories and symptoms. Symptoms can be panic attacks, even when you're about to step into something that makes you very, very nervous. These are the things they want you to take a look at that can get in the way of your career at this time. That could be a challenge, not get in the way, a challenge, all right? If you can shift your energy around the past that may have you feeling like you cannot be successful, you will see that will completely become bullshit, because as long as you don't believe it, it's not true. How? Let's see. How can you quickly transform difficult relationships? Like maybe where you got people around you that like to drain you, and people around you um that are in your energy because they like to feed off of it, and you inspire them, but they're not really elevating or giving any energy back. And you have across the waters. Now, this could be speaking of romance as well, being that this is from the Journey of Love Oracle. Let me take a look-see. So across the waters says you're being called across the waters as if crossing a bridge of light from one ocean to a far greater one. These waters are your emotional waters, holding your feelings, your attitudes, your expectations, and your fears and doubts, as well as your hopes and dreams. It can seem like such a lot to navigate, and sometimes our waters feel overcrowded, as if swarms of people were descending into the ocean on a sweltering hot day. This is like a whole story. Hardly finding a space in the water to cool ourselves, we can feel as though there's just no room for faith, trust, peace, and love. There's just too much happening in that water. We yearn for the cool, calm mountain lake, serene, giving, echoing, a gentle dispensation of grace. You are being called across the waters, out from an overcrowded sea into the cool spaciousness of the endless lake. So it's time to let go of some mental clutter, some attitudes, some thoughts. They're telling you again, you need to release old ways of thinking and seeing things that have been cluttering up your energy. It's time to ask for help and bathe yourself in the green and gold rays of healing color. Green and gold, I'm hearing, are going to be colors that will really be powerful for you. As you see here, you even got a lot of green here. Um, so maybe wearing some green or gold colors, or even jewelry, crystals and stuff. But yeah, if you want to quickly transform difficult relationships, it's time for you to step out of the muck of the past and let those go. Cleanse yourself of past relationships. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, they're talking about even moving. It's like you're moving to a new neighborhood in a cleaner and more spacious town. So for many of you, challenging relationships will be transformed once there is movement. Either you move or someone else moves. Um, and I do see it being for the better. And though it might feel unfamiliar at first, you're going to really enjoy it. That's for some of you. So, anyway, the oracle brings you a message. It's your time to think about something in a different light. Perception again. Soon you will have a shift in perspective, and the feeling of overwhelmed, stress, and just too much going on will be replaced with serene trust and peacefulness. Know that beneath even the most chaotic mind is a place of deep, quiet serenity within. Do whatever helps you, dive deep to find it. Dance. Didn't I say creative stuff? Take some rest, meditate, do yoga, write, paint, make love, make music. In that quiet serenity within, you'll be leaving unnecessary chaos behind, and you'll be presented with the gift of a new way forward. So I'm here and relax. Chill out. Do what you enjoy. That will shift your perspective, change your vibe, and welcome in a whole new energy. And your advice, I'm gonna pull your highest purpose card. You were born. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. And I do feel like you are here, my power ones, because your highest purpose is calling to you right now. And you're trying to figure out why it feels elusive to you. Why does it feel so difficult for you to reach? And maybe you feel like you're reaching it, but you're not reaching the success or the financial abundance that you feel you deserve, which you do deserve. They are admitting that, they are stating you were born to do what you're here to do. Born for it. So many of you have been doing it since you were very, very, very young, whatever your calling is. I'm hearing dance and the arts, creativity, as well as intuitive guidance work for this pal. So it's pretty much speaking of you're alive with, it says you're alive with infinite possibilities. Okay. Before you were born, you had a reason, a strong desire for wanting to experience the human realm. You joyously raised your hand and stood on your tippy toes to volunteer to partake. Don't you wish you had sat your ass down? If you only could remember the earth plane every time you pass. But it says your soul smiled wildly as you traveled from the angelic realm, where all is love, whole, and perfect, into the realm of humanity. Through the challenges that come your way, remember all you need to do is ask, and you will be instantly refueled by love and support from your soul family. It's like your spirit guides are here to remind you, like, hello, we got your back. They are always at the ready. Your job is to remember to remember. As you awaken each morning, revisit your passionate intention for this lifetime. Remind yourself, for this I was born. Gather your energy, creativity, talent, and will so no part is left behind as you cross a new threshold of adventure. So, this card here represents like the baby, a new beginning. It's like you returning to a dream you once had that maybe a traumatic experience made you feel like you couldn't do it. And they're letting you know now is the time. Okay, approach this with fresh new eyes, a wide open heart. All right, because you're connected to a calling. All right, something you were born to do. And so let's take a look at awakening your highest purpose and see if we can figure out exactly what that is. What was Pal 1 called to do? I know there's probably many people here with many different callings, but could we get a card that could kind of explain? They gave me 3 cards. Come on, ancestors. But look, at the bottom is I hope you dance. So for many of you, dance is your calling. If you are not dancing in some way, shape, or form, you are not going to be happy 100%. We also have world shapers here. Sacral chakra activation, eat orange colored foods for a boost. You have huge visions for changing the world in some way. You're a creative thinker, artist of some kind, usually. Maybe you're challenged by concern with the opinions of others. You must not dim your light. This is a lesson for you. Not dimming your light based off of the opinions of others. Okay. You're happiest doing something that allows you to think creatively. Visual arts may come to you easily, very young in some way. Having a balanced sex life and work life is your medicine, and your style is unmatched. You influence others with your fashion sense. I have to read all three because all three came out. Wow. I've never pulled this card. Amina Sekusuma. I don't think I have. Honest, faithful warrior. This is good. Whatever you can feel joy in doing, even thinking about, is your highest calling, my ones. You are owed a debt by the universe, and it's time for you to put this all to rest. Open to receive, knowing you deserve it. That's been an issue I feel for this pal. Releasing a trauma or belief that you do not deserve to be prosperous or above a certain level that you think is tangible. So, natural attractor of light you are. You're a trusted and loyal friend. You're devoted to being a co-creator. You may feel called to show people the spiritual truths that you know, but be selective or at least cautious. Ooh, you are hungry to do that. My stomach just growled. You are hungry to share your truths and to awaken the world in some way. All right. And what else for my ones? The whole world is your client. Look at all of this world work that you're meant to do. You're a master healer. You are one of the chosen to teach the masses about their inner gifts and how to use them to heal. Wow. You may find you're attracted to things involving special gifts and abilities at a young age. There's always been something uplifting about your hugs. This is probably why you get people in your energy that feed off of it. Your energy will repulse or instantly feel good to others. You magnify where healing is needed in others without realizing you do it. You may feel called to learn Reiki, holistic healing forms, be a doctor or surgeon, a masseuse, a reflexologist, a social services rep, or public assistance representative. Wow. So this is a very, very powerful pile in that you are meant to do something in the world that is going to create a huge shift in the energy in the world. And for that, you do have to change your perspective of how you see yourself and know that you're meant to be abundant. Know that you are meant to be a light. You are a light. It says whether you even realize it or not. And my stomach is growling, so the world is hungry for what you have to offer. Get to it. I hope that this resonated. I think that this pal, I was actually drawn to this pal, quite as it's kept. I didn't want to say it in the beginning, but to influence anyone. But yeah, this was a dope read. I hope that it has helped you in a way to open up and let abundance in and see what your challenges are to doing that. All right, and doing the work. The visualization that was a part of today's session would be very helpful for you. Try to listen to it every morning if you can. I do plan to upload it separately so that people can just access the visualization when needed. And on that note, give this video a thumbs up because it was amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here so that you can always be notified when we are having a session that may resonate with you. Read the description for other ways we could vibe. Check out the website and book your personal reading. Why not? Let's go all the way in and see exactly what you personally need to do to bring in that abundance, that abundant energy that's waiting. And on that note, I'm sending you so much light and love, peace, blessings, and all that amazing stuff that comes from being a part of this tribe. And I'll be back with Pal 2. Hey, Pal 2. Hopefully my hands aren't ashy. I had to pause to wash dishes, cook food, all those duties that come with, I was going to say with being a parent, but with life to live. Let me lotion up my hands because I could feel them drying up. They're going to turn white midway through this read. Okay, so you were drawn to my twos. Divine drunkenness.
And that's your advice card. So I'm going to put that to the side and read that last for you guys. Very interesting looking card, might I add. All right. You're also drawn to this shell. First thing I'm getting is home and communication. So either you're not speaking up about something that has to do with your roots, your ancestry, relatives, family. Maybe it's time for you to move homes. Maybe you're here because you're not sure if you should move, where you should move. Maybe you're not feeling abundant enough to move, or you feel as if there's a lot of challenges and bumps and stuff in the road for your family. This just gives me the feeling of home. Home and communicating something. So let's look a little deeper. We are going to take a card from Awakening Your Highest Purpose. I will do that last. Spirit has guided me to do it for the first group, and I will do it for all the other ones. So first, let's see what's your challenge in being financially abundant right now. What is the challenge in your way? So my twos, you have opened your heart to love. And it did come through reverse, so it is showing that there are challenges to this. It says absent, resentment, stubbornness, and independent. So perhaps your challenge when it comes to financial abundance is that you don't feel it stays. It's almost like loving to do something or loving someone, and these things bringing you prosperity, only to eventually have it go away or leave. And you having to be independent and stand on your own 2 feet. This can cause you to close your heart center, to not be so open, whereas they would prefer you be more vulnerable, forgiving, allowing, and open to community, open to working with others to bring in your financial prosperity. But right now, it's like the key is right here and you're not seeing the light coming through the lock. That all you have to do, through the keyhole, all you have to do is take that key and unlock the door and open up your heart. But that's going to take some healing in areas of abandonment, where you might still carry resentment for people who did not stay, who hurt your heart, as well as financial situations that you thought were stable that turned out not to be. And for that reason, you have taken on a very strong independent stance. What that can do, though, is close your heart from letting in those who want to love and support you as well. What else is challenging your finances? Also upside down, your point of view. You may have been drawn to pile 1. They also got a lot with perspective and how they're seeing things. It says oblivious, separate, dispassionate, ignorance. So it's like you are not seeing your connection to the divine at this time. You feel you are separate from your guides. Whenever something you put your heart into doesn't go your way, you act as if you're oblivious to why. And I think that you get all of the signs. I think they show you exactly what it is that you need to open your heart to forgiveness. You need to be more vulnerable. You need to let go of this stubborn hold you have on the past that you feel it will repeat itself. And you have to shift your perspective and have a whole different point of view. You have to realize that life is not happening to you, but it's happening for you. You have to open up to the guidance and assistance that wants to come through. Your main key to changing your financial situation is to being in a state of gratitude, understanding that what is coming in for you is meant for you at this time. Okay? It's time for you to go after things that make you passionate and not go after things that you think will make you rich. You have to open to assistance, not just from above, but also from others in the physical who may want to help you. All right, so now let's take a look at what could be challenging you from having elevating relationships. Or maybe you're having relationships that are having some challenges. And let's just see what they could be. War and peace. This has a lot to do with bringing your mind and your heart into balance. Maybe your mind is telling you one thing, your heart tells you something else. And the secret, the law of attraction, the infinite law of attraction. So, what I'm getting for you, what challenges some of your relationships from elevating relationships from coming in, is that you sit a lot in your head. You overthink things rather than following your gut a lot. Um, it's like your mind and your heart are both pulling you in different directions. Um, so this could cause some stress inside, like an inner tug of war that's going on. And the only way to fix this is to embrace both what your heart wants and what your mind wants. You know, you have to listen to your heart and also apply logic, is what I'm hearing. All right. So, and common sense. So, when you embrace both sides, both natures of yourself, then you can find peace only by doing what feels right in your heart. Okay. That will open you up to having deeper and more elevating connections. So, maybe there is something in your heart that feels like you should be doing one thing, or you should be with a certain type of person or a certain type of people. And maybe logically your mind is telling you you've outgrown those people. You've outgrown those ways and those things. There's a need for you to find a balance where you are able to still enjoy what your heart loves and at the same time be logical about it. So maybe being around people who overindulge in things that you are now up leveling from, hang out with people who do it casually, not overindulging. Like if it's drinking, if it's smoking, um, get into relationships with people who don't do these things if you're trying to stop it. But it has a lot to do with you balancing your heart with your mind. Maybe sometimes your heart feels like, I don't need to be around this energy, this type of relationship. And then your mind overthinks things like, oh, this is going to make them hurt. This is going to make them sad. I'm going to be lonely. I won't find anyone else like them. Maybe I still want to be in that circle or that energy. And they're letting you know you have to find the balance where both are being succumbed to. And with secret, it does have a lot to do with your friendships and relationships, what you attract in. And I feel you attract a lot of trust in your relationships. People confide in you and give you information that might shock you sometimes, maybe even be disturbing, like TMI type stuff, too much information. And sometimes it can tear you apart. You sometimes end up in circles of friendships where friends don't get along, like, or family members don't get along, and you're in the middle somewhere. And this could create a dilemma for you when you love two people and these people don't like each other, and then you have to. It's almost like they're trying to see, where does your loyalty lie. Are you with me or you with them? Do you give the information that you've gotten from one to the other, or do you keep it to yourself? And is that betraying the other person? But they're saying in your heart you'll know what to do. And at the end of the day, you have to be true to yourself in any relationships you're in. Okay, that's the only way you can be true to other people. See, yeah, sometimes giving out a secret, telling the truth of a matter can cause a big, like, tower moment or upheaval. But things eventually settle down, and honesty and courage are always appreciated. Just don't sit in feelings of guilt, okay? You have to express what's in your heart, and it'll bring you some relief and positive results for everybody concerned. So this does have a lot to do with you being in the middle of energies that don't get along. And perhaps now, if you want to have more elevating relationships drawn into you, you have to speak up. Remember I said something about communication and speaking up? The shell is down and it makes me feel like the mouth is closed. Let's open it up.
There's a need for you to speak up. You know things that can bring peace to situations, and though it can cause chaos first, there is a need for you to somehow be able to find a way to give information that can bring peace and get you out of your head and back into your heart center. There's information you may know that can cause trouble but also cause relief, and that's what they're saying is challenging your current relationships from shifting into elevating ones. Is that you maybe are in the middle of energies that don't get along, or maybe you're going through a transition where you're leaving behind a group or a community of people and moving into a new one, and there's a tug of war, or there's some feelings within you that you're holding in that you're not speaking up on about this energetic move or shift. So that's challenging elevating relationships from coming in. So how could you quickly shift the energy around your career and money? Time to play. Make time to dance and play. The other Power One, y'all must came from Power One, or some of you did, told them that they needed to dance as well and do something creative. If you want to shift the energy quickly around your career or your money, you need to be doing something that is fun. Make time to dance and play. For many of you, my Power Twos, you are dancers. You are people who are physically into you're people who are into being active in some way physically, or it's just that dance brings you relief, is a way for you to enjoy life. If you want career opportunities to come your way, if you want your money to shift into abundance, you need to make time to have fun. And that's all I'm hearing for you as your advice. You need to take time out from working so hard, from pushing a career goal, and instead stop, make time to pay attention to your physical health, dance, exercise, and do things that you enjoy. Being in an energy of fun, and we're going to flip these around because we're not going to keep this. We're going to open up your heart to love, and you are going to shift your point of view after this reading and realize that the more fun you have, the more money you can make, the more happiness you create in your life, the more you will find opportunities coming in to have more fun, to create more money, and get you into the career of your dreams. All right, so let's take a look at how you can quickly transform difficult relationships. Um, if you're in, if you find yourself having a lot of experiences where the relationships you're getting into, it seems like it's a challenge, or it always seems like things are good, and then something negative shows up. Let's see how you can shift that energy. And you have, within nothing, there is everything. Interesting. I'm going to try to channel the message first, and then I'll take a look to see what it means according to the book, the guidebook. But when I say when I read within nothing, there is everything. It makes me see like these waters. It makes me feel like these waters look so still and so calm, and you might think there's nothing beneath the surface, that there's so much there that you just can't see. So sometimes sometimes what I'm feeling right now is that if you want to transform difficult relationships, there's a need to dig deeper into your feelings and maybe the feelings of those you get involved with. Okay. Now that's the initial message that I'm getting. That what seems like is nothing is everything. And then for some of you, I'm hearing that maybe you get into relationships with people because you feel like they're abundant and that you can have, and then you find out that they really didn't have that much, and that you were the abundant one actually. So wow, it opened right to the page. So let's see. So it says, from a point of stillness, a moment, a complete universe is opening up to you, endlessly expanding. Your every thought and intention sends ripples of consciousness through the universe. What a creative being you are. What a creative group of light workers y'all are. This is the second group being told they are creative. You're sending consciousness into motion, bringing your creation into being with every inner desire, with every whispered wish. The universe receives your yearning and aspirations with open arms, returning them to you as manifestation in your life. What is really in your heart? Open your arms, sigh, speak your heart truth aloud to the loving universe, and receive it as your destiny manifesting now. So, if you want to transform difficult relationships, it's almost like they're telling you, you have to open to receive them. You have to believe that you can cultivate them, that you deserve them. You have to create a consciousness that that is what you are, that you desire. And in that consciousness, it will send out a ripple through the universe that will definitely, just like a wave, send what you want right back. So the oracle brings a message to you. Something that you want is on its way to you. So in this case, it's transformation of difficult relationships into powerful, strong, stable, loving ones. All right. So it may seem to be coming out of nowhere, no sign on the horizon to give you hope, yet it's coming to you anyway. It's a spiritual law that you cannot be denied the manifestation of your heart's desire. Trust and remain open to the tide of universal love rushing toward you, swelling within you now. That's beautiful. That to me is a straight up, they told you how you can shift the energy around you to quickly transform difficult relationships. So let's get to your advice. Your advice card is Divine Drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. And it just makes me feel like you need to let go and let God. You need to surrender and let your spiritual team help things flow along without trying to be in so much control of everything. Okay? I'm hearing just being drunk off of the love of the divine. That's what I'm hearing, just off of channeling the message. But I'm also going to read you what it says in the book. Well, some of whatever I'm drawn to. So it says, you've said yes to becoming all you can be, yes to becoming your best self, and yes to contributing to the world by remembering your dreams, sharing your gifts and talents. It seems the universe heard you and is responding in kind. So your advice is, instead of panicking at the loss of who you thought you were, celebrate your gain. And that's where I feel this war and peace. It's like you're letting go of an aspect of yourself and in order to evolve into a higher level of who you are meant to be. Okay, so by releasing who you were, you have created space to explore the infinite possibilities of who you shall become. Your divine disorientation is due to the disappearance of the self you've come to know over all these years. Take heart knowing the sacred storm taking place within is part of your apotheosis. You are experiencing elevation from where you've been to the human you were born to be. The rearranging of cells, molecules, atoms, electrons, and quantum material that holds you together is a wild party. Call it good and revel in divine oblivion. So just be. Remember your dreams. Remember your gifts. Remember your talents, because the universe is bringing to you opportunities now in order to express them so that you can move out of a state that you were in where your heart was closed, where you couldn't see any good coming your way, into one where you can see it and you can feel it. Consider whether you are checking out or dropping more deeply into life. Okay? There's a need for you to get to drop more deeply in. And on that note, let me take a look at your highest purpose card and see what is drawn for you today. Well, that was fast. Okay. You have so much to offer. Isn't that interesting? You have so much to offer. At the bottom of the deck, and this has been here for POW 1-2, is I hope you dance. So I do feel there are many people here in this group that dancing will help you to shift the energy that you need to get into that abundant energy. And for many of you, maybe a career in some form of dance can do the same. But you have so much to offer also. And that says you're a gifted seamstress or a pro at collaborations. So working with other people may be a part of what brings in your abundance. And then for others of you, literally sowing. So it says you'll be at home in a creative position. People will be drawn to working with you. Collaborations will be seamless. Learning to sew will give you an amazing side form of income. You can help people reunite with loved ones and or help mend relationships. Fashion design or creation may call to you. Wow. Deep read. That's what I got for you, my pal twos. I hope that this resonated with you. I hope that today's session really helped shift you into abundance, and you can already feel the gratitude and just open up to receive what is due to you, what is coming in regardless. It's just a matter of you getting into the right vibration that brings it in more quickly. Okay? And that's what I'm here to help you do. Sending you so much light and love. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. I don't know if I said that already. If I did, it means you didn't listen to me. Now do it now. Share this video. Sit with me's are really therapeutic and are meant to reach so many people that could use the help. You know, the guidance, the clarity, the confirmation, the love. And that's what I'm sending you all. Peace, blessings as well, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this light tribe. And I'll be back with Pal 3. Hey, Pal 3. I almost wanted to say Pal 4, which is weird because I knew I only had 3 pals, so I don't know why I was moved almost to say 4. Either April was a huge turning point for you, or your birthday's in April, or the 24th of this month that you're currently in, or the 4th of the month you're currently in, or the 14th, or 4 days from now, or 4 weeks are going to be important, okay? Whichever one of those I threw out there feel like they resonated with you, go with it. Okay, so you were drawn to 10,000 angels. This is your advice card, and I will save it for last, but I'm already getting messages for that. You also were drawn to the bumblebee. Now, the bumblebee does make me feel summery. It makes me think things are warming up. Things are starting to get hot. It's time to get out and get working again. But when I see the bumblebee, it also gives me a sense of someone who has not stopped. Someone who's busy, just working. So either you are the busy bumblebee that is pushing and doing so much, trying to get this abundance that seems to be not coming in, or you are the busy bee who is coming out of hibernation now and getting ready for some summer busyness. So let's see where you fall. What's your challenge to being financially abundant at this time? The first challenge is evolution. Perhaps there's an aspect of yourself you're not letting change. It's coming through reverse, so it says anxiety, unexpected, distracted, and resistant. So your challenge to being financially abundant right now is that you're in a state of anxiety. You are fearful of what you don't know, what's ahead, the unexpected, and that's causing a distraction because you're focusing on the future that hasn't happened yet. Like, if I do this, I'm not going to make anything. If I go this way, I'm going to be broke. If I this and that, instead of just where they want you to be, is empowered, allowing transformations to happen, knowing you're protected and prepared for whatever is to come your way. Right now, you're not feeling that, and because of that, you are resisting this flow of financial abundance that is all around you. Look at her, all around her. It's like you're going from a state of poverty or a state of struggle and you're evolving. But that evolution feels like it's like swirling around you but not coming into you, not coming in yet, because You have to let go of this anxiety. That anxiety you feel about the unknown and not knowing what's ahead is what is making you resistant to your financial prosperity coming in. Okay, so that's going to take some meditation, some prayer work, some gratitude journaling so that you can shift your focus onto what you have rather than what you want and you feel you don't have. You also have Haniel coming in reverse, which is Archangel Haniel. Amazing when you have 10,000 angels. So here's one that's really rocking with you, and the color is silver. They're pushing you towards, so maybe wearing silver jewelry, silver clothing, even green. I'm hearing shades of green are going to boost you in attracting in financial abundance. And because it came through reverse, it's saying what's also blocking your financial abundance is you feel ordinary. You're not seeing how amazing you are at this time. You're blocked. Your abundance is just blocked. You feel disheveled in some areas of your life and a little embarrassed, maybe because you've never been in this state before where you felt like your money wasn't right. Okay. You need to get into the energy of a goddess mindset. Know that you have psychic gifts, that the things you're feeling, your intuition is on point. And also know that if you're not tapped in, that your guide, Haniel, is directing you to those who can intuitively guide you. Know that you're sacred and be proud of your journey, all that you've gone through. There's no embarrassment to have been in a state of lack, a state of struggle, a state of worry and anxiety. It's no embarrassment to that. It's time for you to realize that your journey is what made you who you are and be proud. Okay? Those are the two shifts you need to make in order to get this challenge to your financial abundance out of the way. So let's see what is challenging elevating relationships from coming in. We have mythic reality. I've never pulled this card for anyone threes, so y'all should feel pretty special. And for those of you who have been with me for a minute, some of us have the rainbow as a sign of prosperity about to shift in. I know it's one of my signs from my guides. So if you have had that read to you in any of my readings, this is a sign for you, anyone that is here, that your financial situation is about to shift drastically. You've been through a storm and now the rain is gone. Okay? You're about to get your blessing. But let's see what this has to do with relationships coming in. And you have the beloved. So let's see why this is challenging elevating relationships from coming in. When I see mythic reality, it makes me think of someone who is a mystic, someone who deeply believes in the supernatural, the conspiracies, and because you're usually someone who looks at things from other perspectives. This is the third pile. I'm telling you, pile number 3, all 3 piles have gotten told to shift their perspective when it comes to either their finances or relationships. In your case, it's your relationship, that you look at things from only one perspective, and there's a need for you not to. That's some of you. Now, others I'm getting is you look at things with an open heart and mind, and you can see a positive side that exists to things that some might see negative only in a person. Whereas some people only see you in one light. They don't see you in all of your many aspects, okay? So I'm hearing you have to release preconceived ideas you have for other people or other kinds of people. And in turn, then those same preconceived notions about you will be released. All right. This has to do with false assumptions made either on you because of what you believe in your spirituality, or you make on others based off of how they live their life. All right. And with the beloved, I'm going to look in the book for the beloved, even though I've gotten that card many times. Okay, let me see, because it's a quick one. So in the beloved says, your heart is open and full of love, and because of this, magical blessings are drawn to you.
So if you're single, a loving relationship will soon be formed, which will transform your life. If you're already in a relationship, then your relationship is about to deepen and also be transformed in some way. Love is a timeless state through which all is spiritually interconnected. You will soon feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for life through your relationship with your beloved. Valuable insights are gained, and you each bring out the best in one another. So, if any of you have been here questioning a love relationship, they're letting you know that one is trying to come in. If you focus on this love, and if you're already in a relationship, focus on that lover, and that will shift your perspective. That will shift how you are viewed as well, and let more elevating relationships that match the energy and vibrancy of that love in. But you can't go into relationships with assumptions about a person or preconceived notions of how the relationship should be. Okay? That is a part of your issue here with letting in good relationships, because I see one here. Whether you're a man or a woman, you have a love that is either already with you or wants to come in. But because you are assuming that it's supposed to look a certain way, come in a certain way, have certain things going for it already, whatever your assumptions are, your preconceived notions about this person or how a relationship should be, that is the challenge, and that's what you have to shift. Okay? Now, speaking of shifting, how can you quickly shift energy around your career and your money? Limitation is power. Lean into your limitations. Now, what I'm hearing is where you feel held back. It's like a bow and arrow. I'm seeing you like an arrow, and it's like you're being pulled back. And in this pull back, you're feeling like, why am I being going backwards? And I have my mind and my heart and soul focused on a specific goal, a specific career, a specific amount of abundance coming in financially, but I feel like I'm not going nowhere. I feel like I'm being pulled back. Just like the arrow, when you're being pulled back, it means aim is being clarified, direction is being clarified. And when that is clear and the target is fully in sight, then the arrow can be let loose and it hits its mark. And that's what's happening with you at this time. If you want to quickly shift your energy around your career or your money, there's a need for you to realize that in the time where you feel limited, where you feel like you're not moving forward, there is so much power there, because that is a time for you to reassess what you're doing. That is a time for you to rebuild, and refine tune whatever your goal is. That is a time for you to really make sure that that's the direction you want to go in, you know? So feeling limited is also a power, because it is also a motivator. And I'm also going to read you a little from the book where I'm drawn. It talks about being ready to adapt, to being flexible, to being prepared to bend and make shifts as it becomes necessary. When unexpected things happen, do not see them as obstacles to your creativity. All of you guys that were drawn to these readings today are creative in some way, shape, or form. If you don't dance, you can sing. If you can't sing, you can act. If you can't act, you can write. If you can't write, you can speak. If you can't speak, you can do something in the form of creative art. You draw, you sew or something. Okay? Make sure you tap into those gifts. So this is speaking of having a great idea that you placed on the back burner just because you thought it required resources outside of your reach. You literally have Ascendant Master Rumi coming through to tell you he wants you to realize that the flaring fire of inspiration is mostly sparked through limitation. Necessity provides incentive, which is the mother of all inventions. It only takes love and extended faith to make it happen. So you're being guided to embrace your new ideas creatively, to capitalize on them through your innovative capability. View them as opportunities rather than problems, and you will marvel at the brilliance which can evolve from limitation. Limitation is the fertile ground in which the seeds of creativity sprout and grow. Challenges, when approached positively, become helpful in getting creative juices flowing, because you have to come up with creative ideas for how to handle certain situations. And out of those ideas, you come up with other things. And so
You're meant to lean into this energy of feeling like you're being pulled back, because what's going to happen is soon you're going to be released and you're going to be straight straight hit head on to your target of whatever it is your career goal is. Okay, and I'm going to flip these over now so that you can allow yourself to evolve and feel empowered and let transformations take place, knowing you're protected and prepared for all that comes your way. You are a god or goddess in a human formation, and you have psychic gifts that are bestowed upon you from archangels that guide you like Haniel. You're sacred and you are proud of your journey because it has made you who you are today. Ashe. All right, so let's take a look at how you can quickly transform any difficult relationships you may be in right now. And it says she loves. This pile is getting all these cards I have never pulled. She loves. So I'm going to look at love, the journey of love, and see exactly what this card is saying to you, because I am trying to channel it, and all I'm hearing is unconditional love and care. And I'm almost hearing for self, but maybe that's not the message. So let's take a look. This is card number 61. All right. So forgiveness is here for you now. Can you partake of it? Forgiveness for your own self. I knew it was something with self. For the times you messed up, didn't love, forgot to trust, tried to take over, and decided against surrender. Forgiveness is here for you now. For the times when you couldn't forgive another, even if you really tried and really wanted to. She loves. She is here for you now. Open your heart to the angel goddess of forgiveness and let her fill your heart. You are free. You have a lot of angelic energy around you, my threes. So it says this oracle brings you a message from the divine. So you done had a message from Rumi, from Archangel Haniel, and now from God or source energy itself about how you can quickly transform difficult relationships. And it looks like that focus is on yourself. Just forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others. The divine is saying you are forgiven. You are worthy of forgiveness and you are capable of great spiritual generosity in forgiving others. If there's anyone you can't forgive, you are really just not forgiving yourself for being vulnerable, perhaps, and not knowing better, or for not listening to your own intuition. It's time to let that go and allow the forgiveness that the divine has for you to fill your heart. You are free now. You just need to realize it. That is how you can quickly transform difficult relationships. Forgiveness, knowing you are free from something that hurt you in the past, knowing you are free from making the same mistake twice because you're not that same person anymore. You're someone, you've grown, you've evolved. All right. And so we have here 10,000 angels. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. And now when I look at the B, it makes me think that you have possibly been just trying to do everything on your own. Maybe your busyness is an anxiety, because or a way to distract yourself because you're just feeling blocked and disheveled. And so the bee is always buzzing, working. Or maybe this is your thoughts buzzing in your ear, constantly telling you you're not enough, you haven't done enough, you're not going to get to where you want to go. Well, your 10,000 angels are here to let you know you need to lean in your circle of supernatural support, because when you get that card, it's quite the assurance that you are completely surrounded and protected on all sides by your angelic team. So let's take a look at this card, number 17 in the book. It says you are at stage 4, meeting the mentor. Okay. So you have a circle of supernatural support. Duh. Spirit guides and angelic beings surrounding you always. You have at least 10,000 angels on hand at all times, above, beneath, and on either side of you. When you become aware of them, their support and strength can be experienced more palpably within you, and you become truly empowered. So take a moment to scan over your life and realize you have never been alone, Pal 3. Allow yourself to feel uplifted as you ride on the wings of their vision for you. Discover the loving guidance that is always present. Honor your guides and angels by receiving and acting on their gift of wisdom. And you may find yourself having dreams of departed loved ones, or thinking you feel them around, or smelling their perfumes or colognes, or cooking. There's something there's some kind of qualities you have within you, or messages of love and wisdom they want to give you to assist you. All right. So when you are aware of their energy or their presence around you, just open to receive the love. Close your eyes, taking 3 to 4 deep grounding breaths through your mouth, and listen to what comes to you. Okay. Wow. So we're going to take a quick look at what highest purpose of yours is awakening at this time. To wrap up your read, let's see if this group gets a little different turnout than the others. Okay. So you have the Magician. And the Magician card says you have a knack with being able to fix or repair things, many things. So you could be a carpenter, a construction worker, a plumber, a mechanic, computer repair, electronics, or even an inventor. People come to you to fix things, many things, even relationships. You will have a natural way of coming up with solutions to challenges others struggle with. You may have some difficulty accepting things or situations that you can't fix. If this sounds like you, you are in the right pile, my Magician, because you're so used to magically being able to just solve problems. And when you're in situations where you feel like you can't, that could cause you some turmoil. At the bottom, this is creepy. Y'all saw me shuffle. This has been at the bottom for every pile. So every one of you here, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Maybe you need to listen to that song, Pile 3. I haven't been moved to read the card every time it came up, but for your pile, I am. Okay? And it says, this is the card of the dancer. You must dance. Like, not just for fun, but like you're meant to study this craft because it will be useful to your life purpose, mission in some way. So this card is appearing to you today to confirm that your higher purpose will involve dance in some way. Now, this is at the bottom of every one of these piles. So this is something that all 3 of these groups are not realizing as a key to your abundance. Dance. You could be a performer, a dancer, soloist, choreographer, company dancer, dance company director, dance school owner or teacher, dance critic, rehearsal assistant, or somebody who just supports creatives or dancers in doing what they do. Okay. I don't know what else to tell you. These are the keys to your abundance, my light tribe. I'm sending you so much light and love. Please give this a thumbs up if it resonated with you. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can always be notified when another intuitive therapy session is published. I do sit with me every other Friday by noon. It is published on my channel. And I hope you read the description. Check out my website. Book a personal private session with me. Join my workshops that are opened up, my 9-month certification for STEAM, or the 5-month Unleash Your Energy. And for those of you who rather work on your own at your own pace, you can sign up for my 7th month, or however long it takes you, Intuitive Guide and Tarot Expert Certification course. Love you guys. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my light tribe. Bye.